What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Ruben's Rundown. I am actually I'm in my 2021 Chevrolet Camaro that I take to the track, and I'm actually going to do a review of the Dragy app paired with the GPS receiver and their OBD2. So I just got the OBD2 and it didn't pair with the normal app through the App Store. I am using an Apple device. Their support is really good. You email them, they will respond. So they told me to download Test Flight and then download the lap app and OBD2 app 1.141, and they gave me another option of 2.30. So right now I just did 1.141, and we're gonna take a lap around the block. I've already set things up. So yeah, so right now I've got the GPS receiver there in the corner, and then I've got the OBD already plugged in. So yeah, so let's take a look at this right now. We're going to go ahead and do a screen record. Alright, I'm going to do a screen record. We're going to open the Dragy app. Okay, so we're going to connect to Dragy. So that looks good. And it's going to do like a little update here in a second. There it goes, sending satellite data to Dragy. As you can see, the little light on that thing is on. It's taking a long time to send it. I don't know if it's acquired the signals or not. Usually it's really fast. So let's just skip it for now. Then we're going to come to me, and then the OBD2. We're going to add OBD. Looks like it recognizes it. All right, so we've got, it looks like it's connecting. All right, got it. All right, perfect. So we're not going to do a video right now. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do the video. So I've got this set up here with a little GoPro mount, and we're gonna add this here. I'm not sure if I like it here, so I got a catalyst as well as a PDR, and we'll go into that later, but I'm just gonna put this up here. I recorded one time, and this is not this little plastic part is not you see how it kind of moves a little bit. I might need to put it up a window, but I don't want it to interfere with that. So let's go ahead. All right, so we've got, okay, so let's put this down here. Don't have that many hands. All right, so I've got the camera on this side because I don't want it to interfere with that. So I'm going to put this up here, tighten this up a little bit. We're going to go to tracks. We're going to go around the corner, and we're going to say go. So immediately, what I did notice now is it is doing the RPMs. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, it's probably pinching something. All right, there we go. So it was pinching the volume control. So all right, everything looks pretty good. Now I tell you what, let's take a video. Let's see what happens, because I had it crash a couple times, and it only crashed whenever I added the front-facing camera. So let's go ahead and add the front-facing camera. Fingers crossed, and it crashes. All right, so let's just send this feedback. App crashed when I tried to add the front-facing camera. All right, so let's open that back up. Looks like we were going to connect to the OBD2 as well as to the GPS. All right, looks like everything is connected. Okay, good. This time it is sending the data. Let's go back to the track, go around the corner, say go, and we're going to just go ahead and do a video because I'm interested in seeing what PIDs are doing it. So I do have a Hero 7 here that's recording. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Hero 7. Do is hopefully it will remember where the start and finish is at, which is just around the corner. We're gonna do one lap. I will say this, I'm not a big fan of having this here because not that it completely impedes my field of view and my vision, it's just not ideal. I typically like to have everything as minimal as possible. So I'm happy to see that it is picking up the RPMs, and I'm curious to see what other PIDs the OBD is getting. All right, we should be getting close to the start and finish. And it didn't do it. I don't know why. You know what? We're gonna redo this, okay? So we're going to stop it, say confirm. All right. We're going to come back to the tracks. I'm gonna say add track. We're going to put the start and finish right here, preview, and call it Around Corner version 2. Done, save. All right, now we're going to say go. I'm going to back up a little bit. Now I'm going to say video. I'm not going to do the front because I have a feeling it will crash. All right, let's see if it does it. There it goes. It did it. Good. All right, so it did recognize it. So my main goal here is to see how well this app works. Like I said, I do have a Garmin Catalyst. And I want to say that no system is 100% perfect. I have had issues one way or another. Obviously, the ultimate in this car is the PDR, the Performance Data Recorder, because it gives you steering angle, brake, gear, G-forces, GPS. My gripe is it's a 2021 and the camera is 720. Not even HD, so that's annoying. The telemetry data is fantastic. It's what you see in professionals, but the video quality is garbage. The Garmin Catalyst 2 has a separate camera here, and it's also a racing coach, and this thing also comes off. And you can export the video, and it does give you the lap times. What I love about it is that it gives you your current lap time, your best lap time, either of the session of the day or of history, as well as the delta. But it's just one camera angle, and that's just the hood, which is good. I've seen people do camera, and I've done camera angles inside the cabin. The problem is you see what's going on here, but the field of view for the road is very, very small. So you don't get that full effect. So what I do is I'll do a hybrid. I'll do a hybrid of the Garmin Catalyst with an overlay of the Code Pro inside the camera up on the upper left-hand corner. So we're approaching the third corner, the third turn, and we're going to see, we're going to do one lap, and then we're going to come in and see how it does exporting it. Approaching the start-finish line. Right about here. Perfect, it did it. Okay, so it recognized it. All right, so let's go ahead and turn around. And then we're gonna say stop. Yes, confirm exit. All right, so once you've confirmed and stopped, looks like it's previewing. Let's take this off now. All right, I wonder if it's still screen recording. But okay, so it gives us, looks like it gives us speed. Okay, it doesn't give us much PID. I forgot what PID stands for, but it gives us the speed, the RPMs. The steering angle is simulated, so that's based upon the G-forces, the lateral acceleration, the lateral forces. I don't know what this other one is. I think maybe there's a throttle input. Then you've got oil and coolant temperature, and then boost. And that looks like that's it. So I'm actually going to remove the steering wheel because that looks dumb. It does give you the GPS map. I do like the cool, I tell you what, Dragy has totally knocked it out the park with the overlay, the aesthetics of the overlay. The aesthetics of their overlay are fantastic. So let's export this. I'm going to say done. It's exporting in beta. So this usually takes a minute. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and make our way back. And yeah, and we'll do a comparison between the PDR, the Garmin, and what I currently do, as well as what I just did. Now, like I said, the app crashed when I tried to activate the front-facing camera. Actually, we might go ahead and download version 2.30 and do this all over again. Tell you what, guys, let's do that. Let's wait for this to first complete, though. While this is completing, I did want to say that I've tried so many different lap timers. Like I said, the PDR in the Chevrolet Camaro and the Corvette and the Cadillac is fantastic. Just the video quality is garbage. My next one would be the Garmin Catalyst. It gives you a really nice overlay, really nice, the aesthetics is pretty good. As I'm going to try to boot this up. But there's always an issue. Sometimes I lose video and it's so random. If you see here, this is the Apex Pro. So this actually gives you feedback as far as what your grip level is. Now, the gyro is so sensitive that it knows if there's wheel slippage the car's going to do this, so it's like really abrupt, so it'll know, hey, you've lost grip. So it's not that it understands that the tire compound or the temperature or the pressure or if it's heated. It just knows that if the car does a little quick motion, that your wheels are slipping. So it tells you, hey, you have grip, 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 grip for the next time. So it's historical, not really predictive. Okay. The Garmin Catalyst, going back to the Garmin Catalyst, what I love about this is that it has a coaching aspect. Again, it's not predictive, it's more historical, meaning you did an optimal, it tries to have you to be consistent and to recreate your best apex or cornering before. And what I do like about this is on the camera view, it tells you that it's leveled and it tells you the hood. So if you see this little square here, so it's actually reading what the road is and what the corners are doing. I have tried Race Chrono Pro, which I did for a long time. So I actually did that with the GoPro, but the GoPro needs to have a clear field of view to be able to capture the GPS data. If it's underneath here, it's not going to catch it. It has to be on the dash or outside. The same goes for Harry's lap timer. I will say Race Chrono Pro, the aesthetics is okay. Harry's lap timer, the aesthetics is okay. Apex Pro, the aesthetics is okay. But by far, Dragy has the cleanest aesthetic look to it than anything I've seen. Coming in second place would be the Garmin Catalyst. We're at 86%, so we're still exporting. So just bear with me, guys, as I talk through this. I know I'm jumping around a lot. I'm gonna just, while this is going to 91, so I can review like my last lap. This was at Mid-Ohio. And so it tells me the lap number, the segment, my time, as well as my miles per hour, and the track map. It's very clean. So this is what it looks like on the screen, but when you export it, it looks much different and nice. All right, we're at 99%. Allow full access. All right, so it's saved to the album. And looks like this has stopped screen recording. Okay, so if we look here, all right, those little three dots, that's a nice touch. But yeah, so as you can see, I took away the steering because that was dumb. There's a lot of vibration, so that I don't like that either. There's a lot of vibrations. Looks like it gives you some G's. I'm assuming that's throttle. The brake is also knowing the forward and reverse, the lateral motion. So even though I didn't apply the brake, it bought it, I did. So that's a simulator. The brake is simulator. I think the miles per hour when connected to the OBD is from the car. The RPM obviously from the car. The G is just the lateral motion, and it looks like the throttle. And then the coolant temperature, this does not have a turbo, so there's no boost. And then I don't know why the oil temperature is not showing. And looks like the G, I'm assuming, okay, that's what it is. So the Dragy G-force is here, and then the G-force from the GPS is there. But I do like, as I said, it's very clean with your name, what kind of car. It tracks your 5 laps, and if you could do more than 5 laps, it'll just scroll down. I like the weather and then the map. All right, so now let's go and download 2.30 and see if it fixes. All right, here we go. All right, so this is 2.30, build 864. All right, we're gonna open it. We're gonna say allow while using, allow, continue. Oh, this is, okay. This is as if I was drag racing. No, I get it. Okay, so 2.30 is Dragy, not the lap one. Okay. So 1.141 is for the lap one. I'm not going to do the Dragy one because I don't do the drag racing. Okay. Well, hopefully this has been helpful. So actually I'm gonna see if I can get the camera to work. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same custom one. We're gonna say go. We're gonna put this back up here. Video. All right, so now we've got the front. Tighten this up a little bit. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens adding the front. And it crashed again. App crashed again when trying to add the front-facing camera. All right, guys. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I'm sure Dragy will continue to make developments and improvements to their app. I'm looking forward to them doing that. For now, I'm going to continue to look at. For now, I'm going to continue using the Catalyst along with the Garmin overlaid in the little window for my track experience, but I will still test out Dragy, the lap timer version, not the drag strip version. And yeah, please remember to like and subscribe.